Okay, let's see if this works. Hi, Jasmine. Okay, the people are coming back on. Hopefully this will be better this time. Okay, we have 19 people. It's better now? Okay. Thanks, Juliet. Okay, that's better. Well, let's hope that it lasts. Jasmine, I will come and do meetings in Cape Town. So this is why I wanted to speak to you, because what I'm doing is I'm going to Oudtshoorn, back to Cape Town. We will spend time here in Cape Town then and do quite a number of meetings for an entire week. We will be doing meetings and we will be in contact with you so that we can arrange those meetings. And then we will move on to KwaZulu-Natal. It doesn't make sense to go to KZN and not do the pre-arranged meetings here that a lot of people have waited a long time for. So we might actually be here for 2 weeks and then move on to KwaZulu-Natal, because once we move to KZN, we'll move from KZN straight to Gauteng, and from Gauteng, we'll use it as a base to move out to the other provinces. So we're going to be away for an extended period of time. So it's definitely going to be a lot longer. So we are going to have some meetings in Cape Town, but the pre-arranged meetings that I had in Oudtshoorn and another venue on the Garden Route, we're going to be doing that this week and this weekend. And then next week, we will be doing meetings in Cape Town all the way through till next weekend. So you can look forward to that. So I have meetings in Langebaan that I need to attend to, Durbanville, the southern suburbs, the northern suburbs. There's actually quite a few meetings that I need to get to. So I don't want to disappoint the people in Cape Town. You've been asking for this meeting for some time and we've been away for a long time. So we will attend to those meetings. When we come to KZN, we're going to be there for a very, very long period of time based on the amount of meetings that we're seeing now. And so it's best for us to get everything done in Cape Town so that we get meetings that are scheduled out of the way, because we are here now. And there's quite a few things that I want to discuss with you at this stage. Hi, Aero Sambo. When I'm back in Gauteng, we'll be using that as a base. So we're going to be there for an extended period. We've been offered a place to stay there that we can use as a base. And it's really a wonderful person that's given us that opportunity. And then we will move from that base to various places around Gauteng. But like I said, we're going to spend at least a month in KwaZulu-Natal. And the planning around all the meetings, it's very important that we get to see as many people as possible, as soon as possible. We were supposed to go to Langebaan a long time ago, so we will be going to Langebaan for sure and have a meeting there. There's many meetings around Cape Town we'll get out of the way within a week. It might not be a perfect day, but if it has to be weekday evenings, then so be it. That's what we're going to have to do. That's what we did in Gauteng, and it certainly worked. So we will announce as we go along, as we plan. Tomorrow we will be doing quite a lot of admin work. It's a lot of admin to actually get to everybody. But thanks to all of you that have sent us WhatsApp messages. Remember, the number is 067 607 6428. So you can contact us to either myself or Lauren. Will be able to get back to you and then arrange when we can get to these meetings. Just understand, we can't be everywhere at the same time. We are still human beings. We have to fund for one day, and we're actually going to be moving on from here tomorrow already. So it's a very tight schedule. It's not going to stop. I want you people to tell me how you've been finding awareness campaigns for those of you that have been involved with awareness campaigns. I certainly want to intensify the awareness campaigns for #direct elections. We need to do that every single weekend, every day of the week. We need to speak to people. We need to either put that campaign on a sticker on our car or anywhere that we can. And on weekends, awareness campaigns for those that can. People, on Wednesdays, you can put your business on #direct elections with you holding a poster where you support #direct elections. You can advertise your business that way, and it doesn't cost anything. We want people to support #direct elections, and you should put up stickers or posters at your business to support this initiative and speak to people about it openly. Hi, Elena. How are you doing? So this campaign needs to intensify. It needs to continue intensifying. The admins on the group #direct elections, they have gone and cleaned out the 10,000 invites. We've been to 10,000 invites to saturation a couple of times. We're not Facebook partners, so we are completely independent. We don't have to bow down to Facebook, but it does have its negative side because we have restrictions within the group. But we'd rather have it that way than have to bow down to Facebook and their wants and whims. So that has been cleaned up now in #direct elections. So you can invite your friends in again, and I'll be more involved in the group. Like I said, the first video I put out when I started this tour, I said I would spearhead the fight to have direct elections happen within a new system, a whole new governance system in South Africa. And that is a process. And I asked for this government to immediately start that process. I didn't think that they would. And I don't even think they will in 2 years' time. I don't think they care about what the Concord said. So to me, it's very important that we spearhead this process, that the people on the ground keep on with awareness campaigns every single weekend. Wear your #direct election shirts. There's a stunning new design logo for #direct elections that's got Africa on it with South Africa highlighted, and it's got dots all over it, which represents the people that will directly elect. So I think it's very symbolic of what we're trying to do. And in future, you'll be... Just remember, in the group #direct elections, there is an about section. There's an announcement section. You can go through the announcement section and find many of the things pertinent to the group. The videos I've made around direct elections, you can also find in the topic section. So you can look at it there. Okay, Jasmine, you were okay promoting direct elections. It went really well. Thanks for promoting direct elections. We will continue every weekend with campaigns. Our campaigns cannot be about one day. What one day does is it causes distraction, to be honest with you. You know, if you look at strategy, it's very important that you keep on focusing on one goal until you get it done. The moment a person gets distracted, it's very easy for that goal to be subverted, and we have to be very careful that that doesn't happen, that we actually continue aiming to get that goal to the end. And to get it to the end, firstly, we have to make sure that we can either get this government to change the system, which I don't believe they're going to do, or we need to vote in a government that'll change the system. That's the only way that it's going to happen without violence. Let me just have a look at the comments here. Salva, Naidu, Helena, Marilyn, hit the like button. Sandra, sending love to you and your family. Direct elections. Thanks, Sandra. Fani, good evening, Des and the rest. Des, did they stamp your permit when you entered Gauteng? Permits at click stamp by more. No, nothing was stamped. We just went through. In fact, the most difficult post that border post that we had was in the Eastern Cape. We had a police officer and a traffic official interrogate us. And we were also interrogated on the way down from Gauteng, interestingly enough. It looks like the police officer just wanted a bribe, but he couldn't get to anything that could cause us to pay a bribe, and he just let us go eventually. But it took about half an hour. was the same in the Eastern Cape. So some of these people are chances. Ero, you on Instagram, remember, I'm actually in meetings most of the time where I do minimum 3 hour to 6, 7 hour meetings sometimes. Sometimes there's 2 meetings a day. I don't think I'll do the 2 long meetings a day in future because it's really strenuous. It's difficult for my voice to actually keep up. So physiologically, it becomes impossible to actually keep that up. So please, I want you to use Instagram and other platforms. You can use Facebook, whichever other platforms to promote #direct elections. People, please, I don't want you to go and troll other pages. Use your own posts and put direct elections in your own posts. That's what I would like you to do. I think it's inconsiderate to go and troll other pages with a hashtag. I certainly wouldn't want that. So please, go and put #direct elections in your own posts. And each time you put the hashtag there, when someone Googles #direct elections, it actually tags to many of those posts, especially in Facebook. So keep on doing that. Use the hashtag. That's why it's there. Sherry says, thank you for all the work and initiative. We need to increase the numbers to support this initiative. That's very, very important. We need more numbers. At the moment, the group #direct elections, because there's been a massive distraction away from it. Even when people speak direct elections, it doesn't mean they're actually doing what is necessary for direct elections, okay? So we need to grow the group. We're at 32,000 members now and growing almost at 33,000 members. We've cleaned up the invite section, and thank you so much to the admins and moderators that have done that. So you can go and invite up to 10,000. You'll see then is actually we're trying to test and see if there are any bots inviting people in that won't accept specifically, because this is what these bots do. They go and invite people that won't, a lot of dead accounts that won't accept the group invite, and then they block up your invite section. And this is how these trolls work to actually stop you from achieving growth in a very good cause. Caroline, hi. Fani. Qualify for danger pay in Gauteng. Well, things are quite dangerous in Cape Town too. I mean, anywhere in the world you get dangerous at this stage. Australia, Victoria must be one of the most dangerous places on earth right now. You stand to lose your child to a police officer. So how do people feel about what's happened in Australia? I mean, so just once again, for those of you that have joined later, I will be traveling to Oudtshoorn tomorrow. I will be having meetings there. On Saturday, I will be somewhere in the Garden Route, a place that I will only mention later. And I'm really looking forward to that. It's one of my favorite places. And then from there, we'll travel back down to Cape Town. And then we will spend some time here to finish up some meetings. We'll travel back up the Garden Route, stop at various places and have meetings along the way until we get to KwaZulu-Natal, where we will spend at least a month. Then we'll move on to Gauteng. So we have to really prepare at home for an extended stay away. I mean, this was a month now, well, almost 5 weeks. Well, it was 5 weeks. It's going to be longer than that. So we need to make sure that we have everything in place for an extended stay. We will go from KwaZulu-Natal to Gauteng, and that we will use as a springboard to go out to all the other places around. Hi, Lena. Hi, Eti. Jasmine, yeah, Victoria has led the New World Order agenda. I believe it's a premier. That's one of the New World Order stooges. So I think that's the problem. Yeah, Elena, Durban, I'm going to come to Durban. Well, all the areas along the coast. I will also be going to Howick. And from there, I will visit the KwaZulu-Natal Midlands. So it's going to be an extended stay in KZN. I'll be in contact with all of you very soon so that we actually set out dates for this. So once again, thank you to all of you that have given us donations to make this possible. it's incredible to see that the people will come together in small numbers to actually make that possible, or in large numbers with small donations that make up what we need to actually travel around the country. And it's just been incredible. We've been looked after by people. A lot of people have given us accommodation. They've given us food to eat. You know, when you're on tour like this and you go from one meeting to the next, it's very difficult for our family to literally sit down and actually cook food. So that becomes a luxury, and so many of you have helped us with that. Just brought us a meal. Every time that Ram Naiker actually came to see us, he brought a meal with, and I want to mention your name, Ram. I don't know if you're on here right now, but thank you very much for bringing us a meal. And then because we didn't actually stay with you or anything, and then the people that we stayed with that provided us with meals, it's we can never express how much that actually means to my wife and I and our 4 kids. June says, hello, fellow patriots. Yes, Juliet, I will travel safely. Just remember, when we come up from Cape Town, we'll pass Wilderness again. We'll go to Sedgefield. We'll go to Mossel Bay. All those places we will visit. And George, Neisner, Plettenberg Bay, Jeffreys Bay again, Port Elizabeth, East London. We'll travel all the way up. I believe we'll also go to some of the places in Transkei. There's people that have asked us specifically to visit specific places there. It looks like the stream has worked out better than earlier. Oh no, it's giving hassles again. Yeah, we will travel safely. As for meeting, she put out wonderful eats. She was worried on the day that not many people would come on the Saturday, but we almost had a group of 40 people there. So that was really wonderful to just see the people coming and coming and coming. And I saw some of my good friends from Montague there. You know who you are. Thank you so much for coming through. And there's people that sometimes come to my meetings twice or thrice. They come to follow-up meetings. And obviously, we have to have many follow-up meetings in each and every province. So after we've been to the garden route, we'll be doing follow-up meetings in the garden route. We'll be doing follow-up meetings after my meetings in KZN. So we're going to do the round trip a couple of times, and we'll space it out nicely. Hi, Peter. I depend on the people in Neisner. They will organize closer to the time, but we'll be in contact with them. We'll actually set up a schedule, and the people in those areas will know when we are coming there. So we'll lay that out in this week, get the admin work done. We'll be in contact with you. Just remember, my number is 067 607 6428. So I'll put it in there. There's my number. You can just send me a WhatsApp message, and then if you can arrange meetings. Remember, I don't arrange meetings. I have supporters arrange meetings, and then those that I need is 3 hours, but often it carries on much longer than that. An average meeting is 5 to 6 hours long, so it's not a short endeavor. I can try and cut it shorter, but there's a lot to discuss in these meetings. Vanessa, hi Des. Thank you for your hard work. It's not just my work. There's many people, there's many people out there doing stunning work on the ground. And that's what we need right now, is South Africans in each community doing work on the ground. And hashtag direct elections needs to become commonplace when you speak to people. There are pamphlets that have been put out on the hashtag direct elections group. You can go to the file section, go and look for them there. And just print those flyers and send them out. Hand them out to people, speak to people. This is really what we need right now. Yeah, Antoinette, thanks a lot. We'll definitely have a follow-up meeting there. Thanks a lot, Antoinette. Hello from PE, Bron. We're going to be there sooner than you think. So, hi, Henk. Thanks for all the prayers. We need that. It is a lot of work. We obviously need protection on the road. There's a lot of challenges while you're driving. Fatigue is one of them. And the other day, you know, being in a car for 10 hours straight with 4 kids in the back is quite challenging for them. But we managed to pull it through. So Just to recap, we will be going to Oudtshoorn this, tomorrow. We'll be there for a couple of meetings. Then we'll be going to another venue, which I'll announce later in the garden route. That's already been predetermined. So the contact person there will be arranging that now already. And then from there, we will come back down to Cape Town, do a couple of meetings here within a week. One of them will definitely be in Langebaan, the southern suburbs, Durbanville. There's a meeting we need to attend to. And then we will head out along the garden route again, stop at all the venues along the way where people want us, and then move up to KZN, where we will spend an extended period of time. And after KZN, we'll move to Gauteng, and in Gauteng, we'll use the base that we had last time to move out to the other provinces. So this is the best way to get to most of the people as soon as possible. So I really want to thank you for all your support, for all your time and effort. I need to now get to bed. Tomorrow we have to travel again. I still have to go and shave. I don't even have time to do that. And there's many things that you forget about. At the end of the day, we're still human, but we're in high spirits, and we're really excited to be able to meet you and speak with you. Just here's my number again. The 067-607-6428. You can send WhatsApp messages, and then you can arrange a meeting, and we will come and attend that meeting there. And thank you very much for watching. Lekker slaap, Elena. Yeah, I'm going to sleep very nicely. Geras went bankrupt. Wow, I will have to check that. Lee, please send me links for that. I will definitely do a video on that. Load shedding, Tony. Hi, Tony. Yeah, there's so many bad things happening in South Africa right now with regards to people and their jobs. So if you are able to support anyone that's in need right now, the people of the country need to stand together and help those that are behind us, that support us. Please help each other. This is what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to help each other. And in these meetings, I give you a very good rundown on my perspective on history as well as the future in true Double O Days fashion. The people will sit there for hours. The people that come to the meetings, it's difficult for us to leave each other. We can literally talk for hours and hours, and the curfew is actually a problem. Samuel says, goeienaand almal. Let's all come together as a country and support Double O Days and everyone that is making all this possible. God bless all of us. And hashtag direct elections. Thanks, Ero. There's a lot of people out there that are doing good work. I've seen over 600 people now. We've had more than 30 meetings already outside of Cape Town. And in these meetings, we've seen many people. The largest meeting, we had 50 people attend. I never expected such large groups to actually build up, but that's what happened. Grim, yes, I do need to take care. I do need to consider that I'm a human, not a robot. Wow, okay. Okay, Lee, I will find out about that. That's the largest events company in the country. If it's true and they've gone bankrupt, that is quite a shocker. Well, I didn't expect a company of that size to all the large international concerts. And we heard that Mr. Tedros from the World Health Organization said that we don't need stadiums anymore. Why is there a need for stadiums? Like he's some god over the earth telling us what we need and what we don't need. So today I actually saw on a television somewhere, a television screen, that there's a soccer match being played with no crowd. How do you play a soccer match with no crowd? Really? Load shedding. Load shedding is a problem, Grum. And Eskom, yeah, I haven't been speaking about Eskom at all. I have a lot to say about Eskom, but I'll rather reserve my comments at this stage. Maggie Smith, thanks for that comment. There's many pioneers needed. It can't just be me. I'm not a celebrity. If you come to one of my meetings, you'll see I'm just an ordinary man with information. Things happen to me in my life. And I can transfer that information to people. And what we need is people to do something with that information. And there are very specific plans that we can follow to do that. And people, we need to stop getting distracted by other things. Distractions are never good. Often distractions are created to stop us from achieving our end goal. They might look innocent. They might look like they are part of the plan, and they're anything but. If it's not working towards the end goal, and if there's no specific plan, it's not a plan at all. It's a diversion, and it's a distraction. It's that simple. Hi, Beta. I will be meeting with you, Beta. We'll definitely get together while I'm here in Cape Town. I'm looking forward to that. Juliet says, Juliet Morris, she's hosted one of my meetings in Wilderness, that she knows a few musicians that are in shelters. Now, you'll remember that one video that I brought where the people were literally, all their businesses in that one area where all the eateries were, had literally closed down. There's nothing happening there. And although there's nothing happening, you're still forced to wear a mask inside there. That's all people are concerned with. While I was shooting my video, the security guard wanted me to wear a mask. That was his main concern, not the fact that all these businesses were failed. So Lee says she hasn't worked in 6 months. And Lee is a performing artist. I've spoken to her extensively. She's made some videos that we'll be putting out, and I really wish that I could actually get to Lee in the time that I was up in Gauteng. I was planning on doing that. But we need to get these videos out there. It's very, very important. These people have no income, none whatsoever. And as a government stopping them from generating an income, these people can't wait to get back on their feet and work. There's many artists that have committed suicide. The airline industry, it looks like they're going to be starting up soon, but I mean, I don't know how those people have survived either. Fear-mongering and this con job will fizzle if the sheeple would switch their New World Order mainstream media TVs off. Yeah, Moira, that is why I don't have a TV. And I would suggest most people get rid of normal television stations. It's really not worth watching. Yeah, better or practices for 5 months now. I mean, think about that. Having sports being played in empty stadiums. It is psychotic what is happening right now. It's unbelievable that this is actually happening to the world. Tony says, please press like. We need to step up and support Des and his family. Thank you so much for your support. Those of you that have been to my meetings, you know what this is about. I don't go and advertise my meetings. I don't go and grandstand it on Facebook or anything. That's not how I work. All of you that have met me knows that we've got a job to do, and it's definitely hasn't got anything to do with grandstanding. I can't be a Facebook entity or anything like that. So what we need to do is get people empowered on the ground. This is information. We need to create awareness as much as possible. And then the people need to go from there into their communities and make a difference. First in their own lives, then in their families' lives, and then go from there. Because we have a real threat, a very real threat. Anyone that's been to my meeting will know the threat is real. I will show you the evidence for it. And you're going to have to change your life or wait till the day when you are stuck and you won't be able to do anything anymore. So the sooner we do something, and we do this on the ground, we build this groundswell movement. We need to build it on the ground. This is not about mainstream media. I want nothing to do with mainstream media. I don't want to go anywhere near them. Yes, Jasmine, education is the most important thing at this stage. Hi, Kathy. I've taught guitar since 1984 and I've lost half my students due to the lockdown. I can only teach one by one now, not groups, so work double hours for half the... I don't know what to say to you. No entertainment, no happiness. Lee, you have hit the hammer on the head. These New World Order stooges don't want people to be happy. You see, artists and entertainers, they are free thinkers. They can organize people to become aware of something because people follow them. This is the last thing that these New World Order stooges want, because no one actually cares about them. They were probably class rejects, and now they have power, and what they want to do is control everything that we do. So no entertainment, no happiness. I agree. It affects our spiritual state, the fact that we don't have entertainment. And Lee, I will definitely go find out about Geras if they went bankrupt. That's quite a big thing in the industry. Hi, Willem. So people, like I said, I came back to Cape Town for 1 day, basically. We've been at home for 1 day. We had to do a lot today. The cats and fishes are happy again. We made sure they've got nice food. I need to go to bed soon. We will meet again for Record Ensemble on the 12th of September. Moira, there's lots of people being served summonses right now. Please, people, if you go and watch Agenda 21 Truth South Africa, Justice Killian has shot a video that he'll upload soon, specifically on the legal battle and what you as a citizen are allowed to do with regards to rent and even your bond. And this is going to shake the banking industry, but it's all facts. It's all. It will definitely affect South Africa. In fact, South Africa will be at the forefront of pushing vaccines. What the vaccine will do to the people might be different, depending on what they are actually doing. Remember, at the moment, Andre, they are saying that this specific vaccine, that it's a vaccine, when there's different manufacturers manufacturing it. So if you have so many different manufacturers, how can you speak of a vaccine, one vaccine? They are lying to us. I don't believe there is a vaccine for this virus. And I have my reasons for that. So, Andre, this whole vaccine thing actually, I think, is a huge problem. And I think it's going to have a huge effect on South Africa. I certainly won't take the vaccine, and that's my own personal choice. And I will draw a line in for sure, is that our government won't force this on us. What will happen is corporations will take our rights away if we don't take it. And this they do through the COVID pass or COVID ID systems. That if you don't have this immunity passport, you won't be able to go to the shop or travel or anything like that. And that is our future. And this is a problem. So it's not going to be forced from government. They don't have to force it from government. Peter, I agree. We do not need a vaccine. I agree wholeheartedly. And I'm sure Andre will be very happy that I say that. We don't need a vaccine. No vaccine for me. I'm healthy, Anamart. Caroline, she says there's apparently 12 different vaccines. But you'll see there's a program that they've come up with now for the World Vaccine Program where they speak of the vaccine. Now, what on earth does that mean? Umesh, well, all of us need to bring humanity together. It's very important. It's a humanity in us that's been lost. You know, we've been fighting for this monetary system, for this money that doesn't exist, which is literally a figment of our imagination. And we need to kick it to touch. And if you come to my meetings, and if you come to the follow-up meetings, especially the follow-up meetings, you'll find out how we can kick this whole system to touch. Because it has to happen. Can't shop at Woolies, people. Moira, just explain that again. You say, please, could you post a link or repeat your response on rental lag due to signal? We should all stand united, Anamart. I agree, Peter. Vaccines need to stand the risk. I want to talk about that, actually. I like that, Kathy. I will never take any vaccine. My body, my choice. And Peter agrees. And I really love the fact that we have professionals, doctors, professionals. I've had an anesthetist come to one of my meetings. I've had doctors attend my meetings that have said that they can see the hoax behind what's going on. They're not saying that there isn't a virus, but what they are saying is that what is happening right now is all planned, and I agree with that. I can see it with evidence. And what we do know is that the World Health Organization changed the definition for a pandemic before this pandemic hit to say that it doesn't have to be lethal. And this is the kicker. The fact that they would go and change it to say that it needs to only be a novel coronavirus. Remember when this lot hit the news, that's it. All they said is novel coronavirus, continuously speaking about this novel coronavirus. The reason why they did that is to brainwash us and to validate exactly what the World Health Organization said with regards to the declaration for a pandemic. And they took death out of it. In other words, you don't require deaths. That's why they're only speaking about cases at the moment. They seem to have done what they've done around the world. Peter, yes, they call it a novel virus. I agree. The virus was around then. And based on all the evidence before us now, I have no reason to not believe what he said, because he was spot on with everything. He got everything exactly right for this lockdown, including saying that there would be a house arrest and all the rest. So I really want to thank all of you for coming onto the live stream. Tomorrow, like I said, I'll travel to Oudtshoorn. I'll make a video when I get there, or maybe before I get there on the way, just to keep you updated. But just to, in summary, I'll be going to Oudtshoorn, to another venue on the Garden Route, back to Cape Town, do meetings here for a week. Then we start traveling up the Garden Route again towards KwaZulu-Natal. We'll be stopping at venues there to actually have meetings. Travel to Gauteng and use Gauteng as a base to visit the other provinces. So thank you very much for coming onto the live stream. I think I need to go and have a nice shower now and get ready for bed and have a good night's rest, a little bit more rest. There's a lot of admin to do as well, a lot of people to catch up with. Thank you to all of you that have come on. Peter, in next week we'll meet in Cape Town. This week I'm going out, so I'll be meeting with you next week. No. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you everyone for coming on. Thank you for being with me during this time, and thank you to all of you that are supporting this campaign. Those of you that have donated 1 Rand, 20 Rand, 50 Rand towards the campaign, it all adds up. We've had hundreds of people support the campaign to keep us on the road. This morning I put fuel in the car and it was 1,044 Rand, 800 Rand. So I don't know. It's very expensive to travel these days. But I really thank all of you that are making the tour possible. And in a tour, we discuss how direct elections becomes the only solution. And this is important to remember, that this is about direct elections, about changing the political system for real, not just word speak. Have a good evening, and then I'll chat to you tomorrow. What's the time? 9 o'clock.